Hi Aquarius, welcome to the channel. So today we are going to do a reading on the good stuff that's coming to you in the near future. So I've pulled tarot cards, I have a charm, and I also have an oracle card that we will read the description on. So there are two significant cards here that represent endings. And so I want to emphasize this is about the good stuff. So to me, when two ending cards comes out, that essentially means that these endings were necessary, or an ending is necessary. Because death, for instance, so you have the Ace of Coins, Death, Two of Swords, Five of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. But you also have the Tower on the bottom of the deck. So the Tower and Death are two cards that represent things ending, things crumbling down, but also cards of transformation. So if you think about death, of course, you can't have rebirth unless you have death first. You can't build an amazing new home unless you take the old home down first. So there definitely are some endings coming in your life, Aquarius. However, I do think there are good things coming after that. It feels like maybe it was a long needed change. The reason I say that is because if you look at your cards in the order that they came out and think about it this way, Death and the Two of Swords, it almost feels like there was a decision that needed to be made, or needs to be made, because this is the good stuff coming in the near future. It needs to be made, and you are going to have the wherewithal to make that decision, as it were. So it's a death of indecision to me. You have an Ace of Coins here, so I think you're going to start something new. It could be a new job. Usually Ace of Coins and the good stuff to me feels like a new job opportunity that's going to be more prosperous for you. Somebody making you some kind of offer. It could be a business offer, a job offer. Could be the start of a new relationship as well. Somebody offering you a new relationship, or you even offering that to someone else. But I believe this newness is also tied to like the tower falling, the collapse of old paradigms, the collapse of something. You leave a job, you get a new job, it pays better, that type of thing. But it involves you having to make a decision, I believe. And apparently, it might be a decision that you're pretty aggrieved by. It might be something that is extremely difficult. And that's why there are two strong cards here of painful endings. So I think that whatever decision you have to make, it's not going to come lightly. It's not going to be something that's easy for you. However, if you look at your other cards, we have the Six of Wands, which is a card of success, accolades, just being on top of the world, really. So after you make this decision, after something ends, you are going to be aggrieved, but you're going to have success. Because Six of Wands, followed by the Nine of Cups. Almost said Six of Cups. Followed by the Nine of Cups, which is a card of wish fulfillment and getting everything that you want. So this may potentially just be something that's going to be pretty painful for you, but there is like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow kind of a thing. And so sometimes that is just, how life goes. Things end, so new things can start. And that's very much the Ace of Coins. You have to end other things in your life in order to get those new starts, to get those aces, right? So death and the Tower, not always a bad thing. I did pull a trinket for you, and the Anchor came out. Could be just simply saying here in this physical world, you're going to maybe travel, you might go on a cruise or on a boat trip. It could also be saying that after you make this change, you're going to be able to anchor yourself a little bit more, ground yourself a little bit more. Definitely, experience more success. Buy a yacht, maybe. We'll cross our fingers for that one. So I did notice on your oracle card, which is called the Flower Spirit, it's actually the number 10, which is also a number that in tarot symbolizes endings, like 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, that type of a thing. It's a feeling of completion. So it was interesting that your number for your oracle card was 10. I am going to read from the book on what Flower Spirit means in this deck. Flower Spirit, friendship, soul, tenderness, joy. This card shows the tender and sensitive flower fairy, the soul of each plant. She listens with all her heart to her friends and provides a soothing caress when their edges get prickly. By enjoying life and keeping the playfulness in her heart, she's a source of inspiration and joy. Her childlike vision helps her see the good in all things, especially herself. So probably a little message from Spirit to remind you that although this is going to be very difficult, these endings, to keep that spirit alive in you and know that you are going to eventually get to the Six of Wands and the Nine of Cups. You're going to get everything that you want. You are going to anchor yourself. You are going to anchor yourself in success, in fulfillment. And this is, you know, the good stuff that's coming in the very near future. So I don't think it's really far off, but I do think there are some things that are not going to be pleasant decisions that need to be made in particular in order to lead to the success. So Aquarius, hopefully that helps, and I will see you next time.